So it's 5:20. We have about
10 minutes.
10 minutes for questions if you have any.
We love questions.
So,
Does anyone have any questions? Thank you for coming so much for watching this.
I really appreciate all the support of everyone, and we should probably shout out a few people.
Yes.
Right? Namid recorded all of our music, but also was really helpful, just giving tips and hearing things, and just was really instrumental, I think, in helping us create.
Nimid Wolf also, she's a wonderful rap artist who also records people if you are interested in somebody to record you.
Yes. And we already mentioned the friend who put us together, Blaine, who does the speakeasy, had the great idea. So I was to say, initially I thought I was just going to be playing in the background, for Eden's spoken word, just doing tinkly harp maybe for most of it, but songs emerged. That was, a really nice way to start it off.
I think that's funny, she thought background. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Any personal questions or music questions?
There's a question up front.
From the gentleman in the front, who's my dad. What'd you say?
How long have you guys been together now?
We've been making, I think, music for 2 years.
Yeah,
I think.
that initial project was 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the spring of 2020, or summer
Yeah.
2022. Our first performance was for Gathering of Goodness in
Yeah.
Medford, which was awesome. It was also outside, and there were mostly like hip hop rap artists. So
Yeah.
us in the middle of all that was kind of an interesting mix, I would say.
Yeah, I had never performed on a stage before, and we were like, oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But we've known each other since 2016.
Yeah. Anybody else? Don't be shy. Oh.
Tell us about the harp.
Yeah.
My beautiful harp that I call my lady. This is a lever harp, so it's smaller than the ones you'll see in an orchestra. They have more strings, and they use pedals to change from flats and to sharps and things like that. So this is a smaller than usual harp, but I got it here in Ashland, this particular one, at the former, what was it called? The music store.
No.
The one downtown?
It was downtown for a while, but before that was in Phoenix. I'm getting the name right now, but
Cripple Creek.
Cripple Creek. It was the other one. The other one. It's the other one. I'm forgetting the name, but yes, this did come from Ashland. I've had it for some years now, and the first time I performed singing on stage, was that Jamie?
Yeah.
Was for Jamie's class, Resistance and Resilience, that both Eden and I were a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first time I sang and performed on stage, was with this harp for her class. So thank you, Jamie.
Amazing Jamie.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's such an honor to see you both, and I'm curious what it's like to be two women who are supportive of each other.
That's such a sweet thing to say.
It's easy to be supportive when your supportive partner is Eden, because she is so supportive. It's just a feedback loop, would you say?
Yes, same. Like 100%. Casey's the sweetest person ever, so she's
So is Eden.
yeah. And I think we've done a good job of being like honest with like, does it feel good in like almost like in our body? Like, does that feel good to you? Does that feel like it's good? Like I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I think we've given each other a lot of space. Like, it's okay to not want to do this, or to not do it this way, or it's okay if we change it. I think it's totally okay. It needs to feel good, and it needs to feel right. So that's been our barometer, I think.
And also, what I have really appreciated is that we're not like, we have a deadline, we need to do this now, and this has to happen now. It's like, this should not be stressful, like, at all. This should be fun. Stay fun, and, like, it should just, we can do stuff like Fringe, where it's like, oh, like, it's gonna be good. But it's still, like, do you feel like doing that? Do you not want to do that? Like, what, like, is that, like, we tried to, like, we're gonna do a whole lot more things, and we're like, you know what, this is not, we're very ambitious, and maybe we should just wait for a minute on those things. We want to make a stop animation film, you know what I mean? We're just like,
That might still happen.
yeah, we're still gonna do that, but it's gonna, just take our time. It's okay to let it breathe, I guess.
It's really inspiring to see the love and support between you both, the mutual admiration.
Feels good to be part of it, for sure.
Is there an Irish feel to that? Irish?
Is there an Irish feel to
The songs?
the songs? I would say that for myself, learning harp, Irish songs, Celtic songs, kind of English folk songs were the first ones that I learned, and some of my inspirational musicians did do a lot of Irish music, so that influence is probably there. Yes, you can probably hear it in the Rose a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's there. Lorena McKennitt, she's one of the reasons I wanted to learn harp, if any of you know her.
Could you tell us a little bit about the books, the items that you have in the lobby area?
I self-published 2 poetry books, and that's where the lyrics for these poems are originally published. So one of them is called Seed Pearls Kauai Poems, and I lived in a tent for over a year on a farm in Kauai, and so I wrote about a lot of those experiences. And then the first 5 years when I moved to Ashland, I wrote about those experiences, and that one is called My Perfect Offering, a novel and poems. And that one is like 400 pages, so it's a long book. But it's illustrated. It has like the art integrated into it, and so those are out there as well.
Please check out Aiden's amazing art. So many different modalities, written word, visual art, with lots of different mediums. So check it out.
Casey's album, her first album, is out there called Heart of Hearts, and it's inspired. Do you want to talk about it? I was going to talk about it. You go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's inspired by when I started working with Course in Miracles. That's when songs started to flow. So the songs on that album are kind of honor songs from the heart, from that study.
And I want to say too, her music is so, it's like being in a sound bath. Like, it's so positive. Like, some of the lyrics here are sometimes like, oh, this is sad. But hers are like it's like so nice to like be like listening to her album. Like, you feel better afterwards. And I just want to say that. I don't know to say anything, but it's so nice to listen to her music. So, yeah. And it's on Bandcamp as well as the hard copies out there. So.
Thank you. As is our album. If you haven't listened or checked it out yet, everything that we performed tonight is on that album if you'd like to hear. And because it's recorded, there's some added elements, we've got some layers on there and harmonies and things like that. So
there's more instruments because I'm not going to do it up here. It's not a good plan. Anybody else have a question?
I think it's about 5:10.
Is it 5:30? Thank you guys so much for coming, and we would love to meet anybody who we haven't met before, or just say hi to everyone that we know. So thank you guys so much. This is so fun. So,